right, so welcome. We are so excited to have you join us, but most importantly, we're super excited about the opportunities that our family has been presented as a result of our passion to really serve and help children experience what we've been blessed to have Kenzie experience. Kenzie Inspires Travel, we are definitely on a mission to just serve, really serve, and I stress the word serve, underserved populations of grade school children, just to really help them learn through cultural travel products and experiences. And so as a result of this journey that we embarked upon, Kenzie has become that voice and that face of the organization because she has big 5-year-old dreams. So I'm going to stop for a moment and allow her to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Kenzie, and I'm 5 years old. My business is called Kenzie Inspires Travel, and what I do is help other kids learn and travel just like me.
All right, girlfriend.
That is awesome.
All right, so since she's the boss, she's first, and our introduction come last. So I'm Mom, Tanya.
And I'm Dad, Daryl.
Nice to meet you.
We have joining us the lovely, creative, talented, and beautiful Christiana Okuwobi. Did I say it correctly?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay, so Christiana and I connected on Instagram a bit ago.
Yep.
I was scrolling through Instagram and I kept seeing these fabulous, lovely, beautiful, oh my goodness, African children's clothing across my timeline. And I mean, you guys have got to check out her designs. They are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And I'm sure she'll tell you all about them a little later in the conversation and how you can get your little one all dolled up. But then I found out Christiana was from Nigeria. And I was like, okay, yay, that's icing on the cake because at Kenzie Inspires Travel, we're teaching the little ones about Nigeria this month. So that was really awesome. All right, so we're going to have some great conversations all about Nigeria today. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Christiana. So again, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. How are you doing today?
I am doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure and an honor to be, talking to you guys today. So thank you for reaching out. I'm glad you love the product and it's led you here with us today.
So tell us a little bit about Nigeria. So you were born in Nigeria?
Yes, born and raised. I was born in Nigeria. I grew up there. I left when I was a teenager, just about finishing high school. So it's just like, it's just like any other place, but at the same time, a little different. Growing up in Nigeria was fun. It was a lot of freedom to just do, as a young child, do whatever you want to do, whether it's playing outside in the dirt or, going to your friend's house right after school without, asking for permission first. Like, you can just house up and, do those kind of things now. Nowadays, you kind of have to get permission from mom and dad. But those kind of freedoms I enjoyed growing up in Nigeria, being able to do stuff like that, working home from school with friends. So growing up there was really fun. I did schooling there, like I mentioned, up until the equivalency of high school. So that was a very fun experience as well, especially considering I finished high school here. So when I compared both experiences, it's like night and day. But yeah, growing up in Nigeria is just like, I would say, growing up anywhere else. But there are some little, things that you do get to enjoy along the way that maybe you may not hear, just based on the cultural, differences.
That is awesome. All right, I'm going to allow Mackenzie to ask her question next. So she may be coming and going as you So her 5-year-old energy and personality.
Completely understand.
Bouncing in and out. So go ahead. What questions do you have for Miss Christiana, Kenzie?
Well, what food do you eat?
What food do we eat? Gosh, we eat a lot of delicious food. But my personal favorite is probably what Nigerian are known for is the rice. We eat a lot of rice. And we have different variations, whether it's white rice, jollof rice, fried rice. It's not the Chinese fried rice, by the way, it's a little different. So my favorite is rice because you can have so many variations of it. So I like rice with plantains and some stew. So that's my favorite food. But there is a lot of food. There is the swallows that you eat with your hands. So you have the soup on the side, and you have the swallow, which is typically some type of flour or cassava or yam that has been grounded up, and then you make it in hot water till it becomes a solid, and then you eat it with the soup on the side. So yeah, those are some of the foods we eat in Nigeria.
That is so cool. We actually tried a Nigerian restaurant nearby us, and we had the jollof rice, we had fried rice. Do you remember what else we had? Puff-puff?
Yeah, we did.
We had puff-puffs. Yeah, you want to try?
Yes.
Your daddy had goat.
I ate the goat.
You did. You ate the goat.
Oh, goats are really good.
I think I threw it up, or I threw it up the goat.
You didn't like the goat?
No.
No?
Okay. It had a bone in it.
It did have a bone in it. Was there any other favorites that you enjoyed when we had Nigerian food?
Oh, I like the puff puffs.
Oh, the puff puffs were amazing.
They were so sweet, and they're like I think they're donuts.
Yeah.
Yes, they do taste just like donuts. We do have a lot of yummy finger foods like that. The puff puffs, there's chin chin, there's buns. What else? There's meat pie. Meat pies are really good.
Meat pies.
Yeah, it's kind of the equivalent of maybe empanadas. It's not the same, but kind of the equivalent. It's just dough with some meat. Of course, what makes it stand out is the seasoning and how you make the meat that goes into it.
Oh, wow. I'm getting hungry now. What about you? Okay, Kenzie is demanding that she ask her next question. So go ahead, Kenzie.
Okay, Kenzie.
What animals do you have in Nigeria?
Okay, good question. So, just like any other country, you can probably find a little bit of everything. I would say Nigeria is not a known safari destination, like you see on TV. The other countries that are popular for their safaris, Nigeria is not one of them. But you can still find animals here and there. So any animals you can think of, you can probably find them there. But it's not like getting in your car and driving around and you just see them down the road. No. But you can probably find some elephants, some lions. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is awesome. Any other questions, Kenzie? Do you speak any other languages?
Of course.
Yeah, so we've been learning Hausa. We've been attempting, and there's so many variations that, we didn't exactly know what route to take. There's a formal way to say hello. There's a non-formal way to say hello. There's a way that you greet those that are elder, so I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yes, I do speak another language, but it is not Hausa. I am Yoruba. I'm from the Yoruba tribe. So I speak Yoruba. So I don't speak Hausa, but I do speak a different language. But everything you just said is 100% true. And you'll probably find that across the board with the many different tribes in Nigeria, as far as there's a formal way, there's a non-formal way to say or to speak the language. You greet elders. It's all different.
Oh, nice. So can you tell us how to say hello or just a basic greeting in Yoruba?
In Yoruba, yes. So if you wanted to say hello, it would be bawoni.
Bawani?
Yes.
Bawani. Can you say that? Bawani. Hello. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That is so cool. So do you like to dance?
In my head, I like to dance, but I'm not a very good dancer. I am not a good dancer, but yeah, there are a lot of dance I can barely keep up because as soon as you learn one, they come up with a new one. So
Okay.
yeah, but yeah, there are a few dance out there, and I think it's the Azonto, there's the leg walk, but I wouldn't say I know how to do any of them.
I have to write that down. Can you spell the name of the first one you said? We want to look it up on YouTube after this.
Ah, okay. Azonto, I think it's Azonto.
Azonto. Yes.
Onto, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll definitely look that up. So what we've been understanding just about the basics as part of the culture of Africa is dance is very important. You know, whether happiness, sadness, you know, it's all about dance. It's a very significant part of the culture. So did you witness that just being in Nigeria, growing up?
Oh yeah, definitely. At any kind of event, you know, celebratory event, whether it's a wedding, a birthday, I don't know that there's a specific name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I might have to go look it up now. I don't know that there's a specific name for the type of dance. There probably is, but the style is there probably is a name for it, and I will go look it up. But it's just the way you move. It's different. It's a lot of waist and leg work kind of dance. But yeah, there is a lot of, you won't go to an event without seeing people dancing, like just, yeah.
Okay. Do you go back to Nigeria often to visit?
Not as often as I would like. I actually just visited in January, and that was after a very, very long time. 16 years, way overdue. Yes, I know. So I just recently visited. I don't go back as often, but after being back in January, I'll probably make more efforts to go more often now. But I have to say, I was a little bit worried, being that I've been gone for so long, that everything will be different. Like I'll feel like a foreigner in my own country. But that was far from the truth. It's like you get there and you just feel like, this is home. Like you feel like you belong. So all of those worries were just melted away. And I was there for a little less than 2 weeks, and it was way too short. Like I was not ready to leave when it was time to leave.
That is so awesome. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm from a small town, not too far from here, about 4 hours away. And it's just, it's just an incredible internal peace when going back there after, you know, being here in the city. So you know, I can't stay there for too long. You know, it's always good to come back, but
exactly
like home, you know, you can take your shoes off and just be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
I'm sure your family and those in the community that are still there, I'm sure they were excited to see you.
Oh, definitely, especially my parents.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the dress. I'm sure that's one of your favorite things, considering all these lovely fashions that I've been seeing on my timeline. So what's the dress like in Nigeria?
It is flamboyant, it's colorful, it is wild. Fashion is a big thing in Nigeria, and especially with the fabrics. There are different kinds. We have the lace kinds that are typically worn during the, you know, special events like a wedding or a big celebrations. But now you have the Ankaras also, which is like wax print fabric. And those are really where you get your prints and your colors. But yeah, the fashion is just very out there. It's not, if you're looking for like a quiet, let me blend in kind of fashion. No. Like the fashion in Nigeria is very out there. It's very like happy. You see the colors and they just make you happy. And they make them into different styles. Like the possibilities are endless. we do have the traditional, styles of they call them Iro at least for my culture, from my where I come from. It's for the Yoruba culture. It's called Iro and Buba, which is literally the Buba is the top. It's
Mhm.
usually, I mean, everything is being modernized now, but it's typically like long sleeve, loose fitting top, and a long wrapper that you just tie across your waist. So that's like the typical traditional, but today you see people make different styles out of them, skirts, dresses. Like the options are endless, and it's just beautiful.
So I'm sure that's what inspired your mission for your business. So
Yes.
let's talk about that.
Yes, yes. So that was definitely, you're correct. That was one aspect that inspired my business, bringing the vibrant color and the print to, everybody, and especially the children. It just, I mean, children, they're out there, they're fun, they're colorful, their imagination runs wild. So why not dress them in something that they feel that kind of reflects how they feel on the inside. So the print in combination to my daughter. So I started the business less than a year after I had my daughter. So she was kind of the inspiration behind all of this. So bringing those two together is kind of the mastermind of where the business is today.
Okay, now is that your beautiful princess on the front page of the website?
Let me see. Probably not. I
Okay.
have a few models, so probably not.
Okay. All right. Right now, so your clothes are for children. Do you
Yes.
also have adult fashions?
We currently do not, but we are open to do very, very on a limited basis adult fashion. And the reason being that if you look out there today, there is a lot of options for adults. And you will find a lot of brands catering to adults, and the kids are like the subsection. Maybe you find two or three things for the kids. So the intention behind EliFab accessory is to do the reverse, make the kids the focal point and the adults like every now and then. We know mamas like to match with your daughters and you want to take family pictures where everybody has the same thing on, or at least some kind of coordination. So every now and then we will offer like maybe an accessories, a headband, a bow tie, a skirt, a shirt for the adults. But mostly we try to cater, and our focus is catering to the kids because we feel like they are underserved in the world of Ankara African fashion.
Right. That's true as well here when we try to shop for Mackenzie's fashions. There's a small section in this huge store with, 3 or 4 options to choose
Mm-hmm.
from for her. So I think what you're doing is wonderful.
So the attire in Nigeria. So
Yes.
with the weather, the seasons, is this like the typical weather in Nigeria? Is it hot? Is it warm? When you travel there, the material that you wear in Nigeria, does that fluctuate through the seasons as you just have one wear for a particular outfit?
Not necessarily. So it's not like here where it's summertime and you bring up all your, lights, summer wears, and it's
Okay.
winter, you bring your heavy jacket. Maybe slightly, but typically it stays the same. I guess you just kind of get used to it. I mean, if you're wearing, they still do wear like normal, I would say, American clothing, typical shirts and jeans and t-shirts and things like that. So in that aspect, yeah, there are seasons. Slightly, we have the Amatan season, which is kind of a little bit colder. It's like cold hair, but the weather is also like ash and dry, so it's not just cold. So that's considered like the cold season. You might layer up and just dress like you would when it gets colder. But if you're wearing the traditional like native wears, it's the same. It's the same whether it's warm, whether it's cold. Generally, it's hot most of the time, but people just they get used to it. They roll with it, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I always wondered. That was a great question, Daryl, because I always wondered. I'm like, oh my gosh, you look like y'all burning up.
Yes, I mean, if you're dressed like a regular, clothing, there's variation, you can switch it up. Or if you're going to a party, the traditional way is the traditional way. It doesn't matter whether it's cold or hot, you're still going to dress up in your full traditional way. So that doesn't change.
So what's the big celebration in Nigeria?
A big celebration. Gosh, there is the weddings. I don't know if you know, but the weddings are big.
I heard.
The weddings
Yes.
are always, yes, there is any kind of wedding, you're bound to see a lot of dancing, a lot of money spraying going on. So the weddings are definitely a big celebration. As far as traditional celebration, again, because my tribe is Yoruba, the only one I can think of is the Eyo festival, which is like a masquerade festival. People dress in all whites, and you have the masquerade, and they just sing and dance. It's like something indigenous to the Lagosian. So it's like a Lagos. Lagos is the city where I grew up. It's something like it's a yearly festival. It's something I guess a bit more traditional. And it's pretty much a masquerade festival. People putting on masquerade and just dancing and singing in the streets. So that's the only one I can think of and that I know of.
What's in Nigeria for kids?
A lot of things, Kenzie, a lot of things. It's a different environment. So just for kids, just the exposure to the different setting is a lot in it of itself. We have the island and the mainland. The island is more, I guess, if I was to put it in context, it would be like Midtown versus Brooklyn. So there's a lot to see just from walking the streets, but there are also places you can go. They have zoos, they have beaches, they have a lot of parks and playgrounds. There is a lot of things to do for kids. There is a lot, but just the best way to see it is to just explore. Like you can't see everything. Like there's not enough time to see everything. So it's just picking a destination and just go down the street and up in as many places as you can. But yeah, there are a lot of things for kids to enjoy, from the zoo to the parks, the waterfalls, the beaches. There's a lot of things to do.
What's the best time of year to go there?
Gosh. So I was there in probably when it's the cooler months. I was there in January, and it was really, I guess, when I got there, everyone was telling me I was lucky because it was like heat wave just came through, and it was it was bearable. It wasn't cold, but it was bearable for at least the time I was there. So I would say definitely go during the cooler months.
Okay.
But then that's not guaranteed because, like I was saying, it can change. Like I literally got there, it was heat wave, and then it was okay, and then as soon as I left, it was like, okay, God knew I was coming.
Oh my goodness.
So definitely during the cooler months, because it is hot. That's one thing I would say. It is really hot, and especially if you were to stay on the mainland, it's really hot. It's really congested. So you want to make sure you stay hydrated and wear breathable clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is a lot of traffic, whether you're on the island or the mainland. So you might get stuck in the car for a while. So just making sure you have, especially if you have kids, it's very important every time you step out to be prepared. Change of clothes, breathable clothes, keeping hydrated, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how long you're going to be in traffic. Anything can happen. So just make sure every time you step out of, whether you're staying with someone in an hotel, you're always prepared for a few hours, longer than if you anticipate it would take you an hour or two. Plan for 5 to 8 hours because anything can happen. So
okay. Well, that's definitely a good tip. So Kenzie, what's the first thing you want to do when you visit Nigeria?
We'll I want to make friends first.
Make friends. Okay.
You will make friends very easily. Everybody is very friendly, so that would not be a problem.
That's awesome. And then what are we going to have to eat when we get to Nigeria?
How about we share some food?
Okay. Well, what food?
Well,
I'll take some puffs. Yeah, I'll take some puff puffs.
Yeah,
good choice. Thumbs up for puff puffs.
That'll be the goat because he's very smart.
That's a good choice.
So, question about the puff puffs: is there a sauce? When we got ours, we didn't get any sauce, and I was like, I wonder if there's a sauce, a dipping sauce. No. Okay.
Always trying to Americanize something.
Yes, maybe put powdered sugar, but there's already enough sugar in there. But no, no sauce. Just
so good.
Straight up. A lot of the finger foods don't have sauce. The puff puff, the buns is just something similar. No sauces, just straight up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything else? One takeaway that you would suggest to those that are on the fence and maybe not exactly sure if Nigeria is right for them to visit?
One thing, I would say it depends on your intention of going. If you're going to explore and to have fun, then definitely yes. You will get your exploration in and you will have fun. Like I said, I did not want to come back. Okay. So there is definitely a lot to do, a lot to see. Yeah, so if you're considering it, definitely do it. Just one tip, whether you're going alone or with kids, it's just be safe. Be safe. It's just like visiting any other foreign countries. So safety is number one priority. So when you go, just make sure, be safe.
All right. And if you could take a moment and tell the audience where they could find those lovely fashions, and if you have anything you want to share to show, the floor is all yours.
Thank you. Thank you. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah. So the brand is called Simply EliFab. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, or our website at simplyelifab.com. I have something here. I guess I can share a thing or two. Let's see.
Oh, I love that outfit you have on now. Did you make that?
No, I did not make this.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. So this is one of the pieces currently on the website. It's a dress. And one of the things we try to keep in mind for all of our designs is for it to be kid-friendly. So we try to make comfort-fitting clothes that they can run around, play in with no restrictions. So this is one of the items on there for the girls, and I'm just going to show one for the boys. So this is a set that everybody loves. It's one of our best sellers.
Very nice.
So it comes with a little short, and it's perfect now that the weather is starting to change. There is one for the dress I just showed, like a matching boy-girl set as well. So these are the kind of stuff you'll find on the website. But yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that. See, guys, I told you she was super duper talented.
Thank you.
If you need any fashions for your children, if you're visiting Africa, or if you just want to have some handy, she's your person. Okay.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Yes, there you go. Find her on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for allowing us to share this space. And as far as Kenzie Inspires Travel, tell them, Kenzie, where they can find you.
On Facebook.
Okay, on Facebook. Where else?
On social media.
Okay. All right. You want to tell me your website?
No.
Okay. She said no, so that means that I need to do that. That's www.kenzieinspirestravel.com.